everybody, this is Joe White from Get Life Coaching, and welcome to another edition of Live Free. So a client came to me the other day, and he said to me, he said, Joe, I just can't get out of this. I just can't let go of this. I said, what? He goes, there's something that I want, and I want it so bad, but I go for it, and then I get defeated, or I don't get my expectation, or something goes wrong, and when that happens, it just deflates me. And once I'm deflated, I just feel like an utter loser. But then I know I really want this, and over a period of time I get myself going, I pump myself up, or get myself back there, or I follow through some action, but then whammo, I get knocked down again. And now he says he's to the point where he braces for it. And he goes, I really want this, I really want to create this change. I just don't know how to let go. I asked him, is a question that you need to ask, really, how can I let go? Or maybe the question that you must answer is, why are you still holding on? See, my friends, all behaviors, all feelings, actions have a positive intention. We don't hold on to anger, depression, resentment, despair, fear, uncertainty, just for the sake of holding on to it. We hold on to it because it meets some basic primary emotional need. It could be protection. It could be comfort. It could be familiarity. It could be a sense of connection. It could be a feeling of a story or excuse or a reason so we don't have to blame ourselves and we can keep some significance. But at the end of the day, if you want to let go of anything, you can try to pry it away from your hands, but for most cases, most people, most times, that rarely works, or it takes a heck of a long time, and it's a painful process. So perhaps we got to learn to no longer need to hold on to something. And how do you do that? Well, the answer is almost too simple, isn't it? The answer is we must change and become more. And become more in the rules that we live our lives by. And when you say rules we live our life by, what does that mean? Well, we all have these internal rules. What must happen in order for us to feel happy? What must happen in order for us to feel grateful, successful, loved? And when we have these internal rules, and they're very strict, what happens is we're almost always going to be disappointed. Or disappointed in someone else, or disappointed in the situation, or disappointed with our opportunities. So when we feel that disappointment, well, we got to create a reason. And we got to create a response. And we get angry. We get depressed, we get sad, we get despair. We point fingers, we make stories, and in the end of the day, we don't go anywhere with this. And then we start saying, if I could just get rid of that, we think whatever we're holding on, that's what's preventing us. That's not what's preventing us. What's preventing us is here. It's us. So we must grow more. We must become more than what we've been. So how do you do it? Well, sometimes we can learn more. Sometimes we pray, we meditate. For me, I take action. I go right into the eye of the hurricane. I haven't always been that way. I think earlier in my life, when I was addicted to cocaine, I was an alcoholic. I definitely hid. But I said this before on one of these Live Free videos. I've always been now a type of person where I'd rather die on the battlefield fighting for what I believe in. I know it sounds gruesome, but it's my masculine energy speaking. Then hid up in some corner, hoping not to be found. See, the coward will die 1,000 deaths. The warrior dies one. I'd rather live true to my virtues. And I will get disappointed. And I will get knocked down. And I'll be hurt. But none of those things today I allow to define who I am. And I'm certainly not going to hold on to a story or a belief, no matter how comforting it is, if it keeps me for what I want. And when I do, because I'm human, I change it. And how do I change it? I find out where it's at, and I go and I do it. In other words, I cross the fire. So you want to let go? You want to let go? It's simple. Destroy the reason why you're holding on. If you take care of that source, there'll be nothing to hold on to. accept the truth. This is Joe White from Get Life Coaching. Live free, everybody. Bye-bye.